And we are back with episode 32 of the Bayou Dragons podcast. Per usual, I'm going to go ahead and just say Ryan because now this is your 7th or 8th time to be on this podcast. Like you said, or right before we just started this, just a few moments ago, Ryan said someone was reaching out saying he loves your videos. And
Yeah, on Instagram.
So whenever y'all see this, if you don't follow us on social media, check out our newest YouTube video that we're going to talk about here. But the big frogging contest, and we'll go into that, talk about that, the Ronatoro Roundup, and then just everything that Ryan has going on right now. He has a bunch of big moves. We're representing the Dragon Wrap Industrial hats, but yeah, how you been, Ryan?
Been good, just busy.
Yeah, you're one of the busiest people I know.
Yeah.
Do you between trying to fish, raise 2 children, and Dragon Wrap, which is a very successful business going, you're full-time everything.
Yeah, you throw a lure company in the mix, too.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Snapper Slapper, you just actually came out with some baits yesterday?
Yeah, we released some slow pitch jigs and some fast fall jigs for the bottom fishermen.
The bottom fishermen. If you fish for bottoms, and I'm not talking about ass, I'm talking about that offshore fishing, Snapper Slapper lures, they'll catch them big mamas.
Yes, they will.
You've had a pretty good, you haven't got as much to do as much as you've wanted to, but you've had all your trips snapper fishing. You've done pretty good so far.
Yeah, we did a little state water trip and brought my son and old Spencer Kniff and Cade Spencer. And we had a good trip. We were prototyping some new lures and messing around with some stuff we had coming out. So it was a good time.
Hell yeah.
I've never been fishing for straight up snapper before. Seems like a lot of fun though.
Yeah, we'll have to make a trip for you.
Go in the bitsy.
I know they taste good. I've eaten them.
They do taste
never
good.
Caught one.
You can have all the fillets. I just want the throats.
Dude, what is that? What's the bar down there called at the marina in Venice?
I just call it Venice Marina. I don't really.
Yeah, well, the Venice Marina, that snapper throats, man.
Yeah.
Every time we go down there, we order them out.
I've never eaten the throat. I've just had the fillet.
Bro.
Yeah, the throat's where it's at.
Dude, the fried snapper throat.
What is the consistency of the throat? Is it more like a crunchy deal or?
Well, no, it's like eating the fish on the bone. You pick around like the throat bone and all that stuff, but it has real tender meat, like real flaky.
Yeah, it's totally different than the fillet. I don't know how to explain it.
I'm gonna have to try.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it's like you have to watch. You can't just take a bite out of it. You have fucking all kinds of bones and shit, fin, but the snapper throat for sure. But anyway, Mitch, do you want to kind of go into the Ronatoro Roundup?
Yeah,
just
man.
a hair.
I will go into it. So we collaborated with the Crawfish Hideaway out of Anahuac, Texas. They, the owner Casey, one of the owners, came to us and said, came to us with this idea of doing a frogging tournament, and I thought it was a great idea. I haven't been frogging, and it's been probably a couple of years, honestly. We used to go all the time, but it's been a while. So I was pumped about it, and he was like, yeah, y'all get a team together, kind of promote it. And I was like, yeah, we can do that. So we did a little bit of promotion. I wish we had done more, but we had a great turnout, 34 teams, wasn't it, total? And it was really cool. I think it's going to grow a lot in the future as the years go on, and we can improve a little bit, on the weigh-ins. I think we can kind of make it more dramatic. I think kind of like have a stage and kind of like a bass tournament,
Yes, definitely stage and like people commentating.
Right, I agree. And the weigh-in that we had, though, was pretty badass, the way we did it.
For something that we threw together in a month's time, like we had basically 30 days to throw this together. It came, I was shooting for 20 teams, and then whenever I was sitting there signing up, Ryan was sitting there with me, and it was 19 at 10 in the morning. I was like, oh, we're going to have a lot. And then 34, that was freaking.
People came from, I would assume, over an hour and a half away, signed up.
Koontz was the farthest. People from Koontz, Liberty, which ain't far, but out of towners compared to Hampshire, Anahuac,
The thing that surprises me the most is you announced it a month ago, and the only place you ever promoted it was social media.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Just
34
pretty
teams.
much Instagram and Facebook.
that's
We
impressive.
just posted the flyer and people showed up, 34 teams, and we had a blast. I mean, me, Porter, Tanner, and Warhola went out to some property in close to Anahuac and crawfish fields and stayed out till about 2 in the morning. If we were a little younger, probably would have stayed out all night.
Dude,
Ryan was in a bind. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
And we quit drinking at like probably 10 o'clock. I mean, I did.
I did too, yeah.
And we were just wore out. We had finally caught our 15, and we were trying to cull our smaller ones. We thought we were in great shape. Thought we were going to at least be in the top 5. And, boy, let me tell you, someone came in and weighed in a sack, man.
Well, let me go ahead and just
Multiple teams had some good sacks.
so we were wore out. We started drinking early.
Yeah.
I'm saying like 9 a.m. was the first beer cracked. And then I think, because I got there and started setting everything up with Casey, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, you came out and started drinking beer like early.
Yeah, it was
Like,
early.
Early as shit. You were there like at 10:30, I think, and started drinking beer. And then it's 14 hours later.
Yeah.
We're out in the field, middle of the night. I think I stopped drinking beer like at midnight, and I was like, I can't go anymore. And Tanner's the only one that's
Yeah, Tanner kept on going.
Tanner kind of saved us, honestly. He definitely caught the most frogs.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Porter caught not
No.
that many, a couple. I mean,
No, I caught one.
Yeah.
I got out one time.
Warhola got some good ones.
Yeah.
And I made a badass video. We put it on YouTube of the whole experience. Everyone signing up, the frogging, the weigh-in, and after we had a little concert at the Crawfish Hideaway. Rance May played. It was a great time, man. And I look forward to next year and, continuing to grow it, make it bigger and better every year.
I bet next year is going to be probably 60 teams, I would assume, probably.
My goal's 50.
Yeah.
So like you have to set it something reasonable. Like I'm because like this is probably we said it and I think it was a good date. I want to do it after Louisiana season's closed. So there's
I
no
agree.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
And what I think is it should just be like a Texas thing.
Well, yeah.
After seeing the toads that were brought in from Louisiana, you got to make it a little more. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but Texas local, I think, would be a little more competitive.
Yeah.
Because everyone's frogging the same kind of shit around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just making it more fair. Which I mean, it's not like it was cheating or nothing. They went out. They had basically 4 hours to frog because April 1st, frogging in Louisiana shuts down for a month or two for breeding. So, but they went out there, they fucked them up, had 30.6 pounds. Some of the biggest frogs I've ever seen in my life.
By far the biggest ones I've ever seen.
Like, their bodies were the same size as ours, but they were fucking plumb full, dude. Plumb full. Y'all need
belly's full.
Yeah, y'all can see that on the video. The whole Mitchell did a real good job on that one.
Yeah, the video's sweet. It
Yeah.
really is a really good job.
I enjoyed it, man, and that was the first time I really filmed at night too. So I was kind of curious how it was going to come out, but it did pretty good.
Turned out good.
Turned out good, and out of 34 teams, we got 9th. So I was
Shit, I thought we got 7th. We got 9th.
we got 9th.
I mean, that ain't terrible.
No.
Middle of the pack, man. I mean, in
No, we got-
contention, that's all I care about.
It was 9th because there was like a tie for like 4th, and then something else. Like it put us in 9th place. But it was 30.6, 24.6, which is a big difference, and then 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
we weren't that
24
far.
that 24 pound sack was pretty impressive. And they were local guys too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they went over towards like Bridge City area, but like everybody else that was in Chambers County, we caught probably some of the biggest frogs in Chambers County.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the deal.
Yeah, I would
But
say so. I tell you what brought the people out of the woodwork, though, for the tournament. Well, I think it was the belt buckles.
The belt
Everybody
buckle.
wanted to see the belt buckle.
Well, when I asked you, you literally said, "I'll be on your team under one condition: is there belt buckles involved?"
Yeah.
And I sent you a rough draft of what it was going to be, and you went, "I'm in."
Yeah, I gave up turkey hunting to go do that just off the odd chance we won and got belt buckles.
Yeah, dude. And Rance has not taken it off yet.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I would be doing the same thing, and we were all in the same boat. We didn't give a shit about the cash. We wanted that buckle. I mean, I think the cash ended up getting up to what was the
First place was $2,650.
Yeah, so it was a good, cash prize for the winner and plus the belt buckle, which was, that's the prize in itself right there. That belt buckle was sweet.
And I was excited that we were able to donate. We donated $1,500, and then somebody matched us $500. So we donated $2,000 to that Making Memories for Miles deal that they were doing in Anahuac. So, there was a guy that I went to school with, really good dude, genuine dude. His kid had passed away, and that's, they had a catfish tournament going on the same weekend, which, just I didn't know it was happening. They didn't know we were doing our thing, one of those kind of deals. But they still had a great turnout. We had a great turnout. We donated money. I felt good about it.
Yeah, and I think every year we'll find something to, put a percentage of it towards a good cause,
Well, yeah. And if I win it, that would be what my deal is, because we're hosting this. It doesn't look good for me to keep the money, because if we win it, I just want the belt buckle.
Yeah.
Every year. I'll donate my money to whatever the hell there'll be something going on.
And I think it'd be cool to get some vendors out there at the Hideaway to set up some booths and stuff to sell their merch or whatever they got to sell along with everything else we got going on.
You get it much bigger, you're going to have to use the park or something.
Well, that's what I'm literally thinking. We made it work this year, but I think we did it how we want to. If we would have done it like we wanted to this year, we would have needed something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
If we would have had a full-blown stage, everybody's weighing in at one time, so there's actually people there. And because if we would have had an announcer, and it's you have to be there by 4, and we start going, and you get a number, so that situation where everybody sees every frog get weighed, your big ones, you weigh those.
I think next year we'll do a heaviest frog, individual. I think that, bass tournament, you get big bass. We need to do big frog.
That'd be cool.
I think big frog, the heaviest stringer, and probably maybe the longest stringer.
But I think 15 is a good number. That's 15. I think that's a solid number for the quantity.
Yeah.
And we were kind of nervous.
We were.
The first field we left, we had 8, but 6 toes. 2 of them were pequeño.
Yeah. It was weird. I don't know what was going on with our frogs. They weren't in the abundant numbers that I thought they would be in.
Yeah. Well, if they were out in the middle of the pond.
Yeah, we really didn't go walking either.
No, we didn't walk.
I said the easy way out, man.
Yeah.
Bro, everybody that was in the tournament was sending me videos. Everybody was walking levees and walking through the fields.
Yeah.
There's 4 of us on one buggy and drinking beer, shining.
Listen to music.
That we were straight up fucking off. And we still were in contention. I mean,
yeah.
Between 4th place and us, between 4th and 9th was literally a pound.
Yeah.
One frog. We were one frog away from getting 4th.
That one Tanner missed.
Probably so.
Probably was.
I hope y'all have seen that video.
You will see the video if you watch the YouTube.
Did you enjoy that, Warhola?
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
I had to put that in there, man.
That was great.
Can't catch them all, man.
Can't, but that was a real good time. We ended up, I got so damn drunk. Rance performed well, and I hate to say it, but I don't even remember leaving that place.
Well, I tell you, man, me and Tanner came up. He was like, "Hey, man, you gonna be leaving soon?" We were done, man, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm about to cut out of here." Old Porter, man, he was pretty toasted, and shit, we left 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I don't know how late did you end up staying?
I have no clue. I literally have no clue. Whenever they closed, and then after that, because I had to pick up a bunch of shit, but I was worthless because y'all bought that damn bottle of tequila and whiskey.
Oh yeah, we went and got some shit from there was a liquor store across the street.
Dylan's.
And I got this big ass bottle, dude. It was this tall of some tequila, and Tanner got a bottle of Tennessee honey, and we were passing around the bottle and just having
to everybody there, random people at the Crawfish Hideaway. You drink tequila, passing around, dude.
Now, it got to a point where I just looked over at the cooler, and there's this old man looking in our cooler, and he just pulls out that giant bottle of tequila and just puts it back. Everyone's just having a good time.
Bro,
funny.
That shit got me. Because I would just, at one point, just noticed I was just going over there and just kept swigging, and I was like, what am I doing? You idiot.
That shit will get you, that tequila. You got to be careful with it.
Well, yeah. And then we had all the beers, and I was telling everybody, drink it, it's free.
Shit, we had a bunch of beer. I mean, I was happy to share.
Warhola, I think Warhola was so wore out from that night before.
Oh, no. I went fishing.
Oh, yeah, you did go fishing that day.
I went fishing.
You Did you appreciate Tanner talking that sly trash to you at the Whataburger?
Yeah. It wasn't my fault. It's the damn Winnie Whataburger fault, man.
Yeah, he's
place went downhill. I'll never go back.
I love that we did an interview in the middle at Whataburger.
I was dying. I was so hungry.
Dude, you were literally just like, do you have Advil? I was like, yes.
Oh, dude.
Like, thank God. Like the whole situation, you were
Getting old is a motherfucker, let me tell you.
Yeah, well.
It builds character, though.
Yeah.
You built character that night. You had all of us, which, I mean, I think Tanner was definitely the most lively because I was just sitting in the front holding the light, and I was like, I can go to, like, bed now.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even have to have 15. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, man. It's been a while since I've been frogging, like I said, but I forgot the importance of a good flashlight, man. I had a piece of shit headlamp, and it wasn't doing a damn thing. And I was borrowing the DeWalt and whatever I get my hands on, and Warhola ended up buying a faulty Q-beam that wouldn't stay charged for over 5 minutes, and we were kind of in a bind.
I swear to God, next year we will have, like, if we take, like, Robert's rig, I am light barring that thing out. I am talking all edges of the roof, pointed down. We'll look like a fucking UFO.
I need you to get you one of those lights off of those barges or the shit. The barges put on top of that buggy.
Dude.
That'd work. You could cook them.
Because I felt like a real dickhead whenever, like, we got out for, like, maybe a 2-minute time. Like,
it wasn't long.
It wasn't long. I ended up just walking back to the buggy. I was like, the beer's there. But everybody got their lights. I had that hoodie, that beanie light.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I thought I was some hot shit. I clicked it, and I couldn't even see it. Yeah. Like, I was like not strong.
I had a headlamp, and I had to just take it off my head and just hold it like this so I could, out in front of me, I couldn't see shit.
Dude, we looked like retards. Yeah. All of us. We're all holding lights, like, at the ground. And
yeah, we definitely need to upgrade next year to get some better lights.
But we got our 15. I can't be mad at that.
No. Yeah.
And we had some good frogs. So
yeah,
Tanner had them all in a freaking, like, saltwater brine the other day.
Yeah, Tanner ended up with all the frogs, cooked them for his family. So
nobody got snake bit.
Nobody got steak pit, thank God.
I did see some snakes, some gators.
Saw
quite a few gators out.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I was talking to Rance about because they're in Louisiana. I was like, we probably didn't see as many gators as you. He's like, dude, we didn't see the first gator.
Yeah. See,
they don't allow them in their crawfish fields. And in Louisiana, like, if they're harming your, like, business like that, you can just kill them, because they're a nuisance. He's like, we didn't see a single fucking gator all night. I was like, we saw a lot.
Yeah, and I actually ended up talking to Dockery, one of the game wardens, and he's like, why don't y'all get nuisance tags and go get rid of them? And I was like, I didn't know we could do that. He was like, oh, yeah, all you got to do is call me, we'll get it lined out.
Well, the thing is, he technically could. If you just literally called saying it's a nuisance, you can.
And I don't know how that would work with being in a crawfish field, because the way it's always worked for me is a nuisance to people,
Yeah.
But I don't know how it would work and just being a nuisance to your operation or all that.
Well, he said nuisance tags. So
yeah, tags. You can probably get them if you're the landowner.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that means we could kill them.
Yeah,
if we had a tag.
If you have a tag,
100%.
Okay.
Because Mitchell's caught them before, you don't have to have a tag. You're just relocating
them. Okay.
Right, and with my license, I can shoot them if I want to and bring them to get them processed.
Gotcha. Okay.
But all the ones I've caught them live, brought them to Gator Country. But you can shoot them and bring them and sell them to Casey if you want to.
Yeah, which would be good for him.
Yeah,
because I don't give a shit about any of that. Just give him more meat, sell it. But they are a nuisance. That's why we're seeing all 4 to 6 footers. There's no big ones. It's not
That's where the frogs are going though.
That's what. Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, we need to definitely get rid of them. I mean,
there's another video right there.
Dude, we need to go and dude, with how many there is there, I guarantee. How many acres was it?
About 300 acres.
Yeah, we can get 5 or 6 tags on that.
You need about 50.
Well, we need about 50, but if you can get those nuisance tags, because they are hindering the.
Oh yeah,
they're eating the crawfish too.
Oh yeah, they are
eating crawfish. They're eating the frogs. They're eating everything. They fucking see snakes, whatever.
Yep.
We didn't have any of them mess with us, but every frog, they were so thick. Every frog we'd get to, you'd sit there, shine. You see the frog. You kind of look over, and there's just eyes looking at the frog.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, we have competition, boy.
And there wasn't as many up north as there was down south, but there was a few
Yeah.
up north, but not as many.
But yeah, all in all, freaking fantastic weekend. I think today, I finally like felt it. So I told Delaney, I woke up at 5 this morning, like had a bowl of cereal, and I was like, I'm gonna start the day. And then I was just like, I don't want to do nothing. I was rotted like most of the day, dude. 'Cause I haven't read we did straight up. The Rana Toro was like a whole 48-hour event, and then I went straight to the lake, and I've been fishing, and then I get home finally, and I'm like,
got to take a break every once in a
dude,
while. Catch up on your rest.
I was dead, dude. I fucking laid around the house till like 1, like did nothing, just kind of. I was like, I did the dishes. I think that's enough.
Saturday morning was the first time that I've slept past 6:30 in the morning in probably 3 years.
Probably felt pretty damn good too.
Well, yeah, we didn't get to sleep till almost 3 in the morning, so I mean that's fair.
I slept till 9, and I was like, woke up and didn't know what the hell was going on, and oh shit, yeah, okay,
yeah. Did you take your son fishing that Saturday?
Yeah, I took him. Well, it ended up being a boat ride more than fishing. We rode around the lake, and he drove the boat, and I hung out.
Sabine?
Yeah.
Mitch and them were like, Warhola coming after. I kept saying yes, and then after like whenever it started, I was like, Warhola's not coming.
I didn't figure he was because time kept going on.
Yeah.
I texted him. I was like, 30 pounds won. And he was being a little short. I was like, he's probably not coming.
We were out fishing, trying to fish anyway, and then got home, and I was like, I'm out. I'm done.
But I really enjoyed the whole experience, and I definitely look forward to what we got going next year and all the other shit I want to do with what we got going on. I mean, we did the frogging tournament. I'd like to do other shit like that too, just because of the response we got with that for 34 teams. I mean, we could really host whatever we wanted, you know?
Yeah, there was a bunch of people asking for a fishing tournament.
Oh, I think we could easily do a fishing tournament. And for us, we're kind of like something that would be easy for us would be like doing like a catfishing tournament. Like I think when you start getting to like sport fish like trout and bass, that'd be a little bit harder. You know, to not saying we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But you have to be a little bit more like legitimate. I'm saying like the whole process. When we tried to do this, like the frogging one as legitimate as we could. Like everybody is getting weighed in, everybody's getting it out. Like the whole thing was good, but I think like we'll start off. You could just do catfishing.
Yeah.
And like to me, like a lot of people are just do rod and reel and stuff. I'm like, nah. Like I want to see like 100-pound catfish come in. Like any ways necessary, catch your best 5 catfish and bring them in. If someone brings in 100 pounds of catfish, you know,
jugging, trot line,
dude, do it all,
lining,
dude, do it all. I think that would be
fun
because it'd be fun because people are bringing in like literal giants. Because like, and I'm not talking trash at all at that catfish tournament they had the other day while we were doing the frogging, but I think 40 pounds won it best 5. I'm like, yeah, but there's like some big catfish in Lake Anahuac. Like I've seen like 60 pounders. I'm like, that one catfish could have beat it.
There's big catfish in Taylor's Bayou.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We throw that. I'm throwing some trot lines out.
I've seen some monster catfish caught in Taylor's Bayou. Yeah. They're in there, but you got to time it right. Conditions have to line up. But I've seen some good ones caught.
One day, me and Damon, if I'm lying, I dime. Our best 5 catfish we caught was easily like 80 or 90 pounds. Like, and that was just noodles.
Damon would definitely be interested in the catfish tournament.
I think that would be fun just because a lot of people would show up to see something just ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's somebody that's probably like has a spot where they know they can do it, and it's cool. I think the whole aspect of it, and then maybe do a fish fry for everybody afterwards.
Yeah.
Clean out one of the big bastards. Everybody eats fish, and donate the rest to somewhere else. You know, something. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. I know we can do a golf tournament.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah. But Warhola, we got summer coming up, man. What's about to happen for you with the fishing, man? You about to get on something offshore or what?
Yeah. We'll start marlin fishing here. I actually fished one redfish tournament 2 weekends ago. So redfishing's kicking off, and then I'm actually going to Africa in May to hunt. So I'm gonna be in Africa from the 19th to the 31st.
What do you plan to harvest over there?
Man,
everything.
I've got a list. It's a pretty long one because I'm gonna do it one time and never go back. I've got kudu, obviously, eland, sable, water buck, reed buck. Gonna do wildebeest. I have to shoot a warthog on there.
Got to.
I'm gonna give the disco donkey zebra some love.
Heard
And
it's
then-
fantastic.
Yeah, and then I don't know. We're kind of see. I'm hunting 10 days, so I've got a lot of time to kill some animals.
Hell yeah.
So.
That sounds awesome. Now I heard, and I don't know, I haven't really done my research on it, but can you bring back anything from Africa that you harvest mount-wise? Like if you want to mount anything? Can you bring
Yeah,
anything
so
back?
you can't bring any meat back, and that's one of the deals about the safari that I'm going with. Every night they're cooking something that was shot.
Then donating the rest.
Yeah, and then donating the rest. And then mount wise, you can bring the hides back. There's a protocol there. It's pretty expensive. What I was told to do by several people who have gone, they said, man, number one, get your hunt filmed. So the outfitter I'm going with offers a videographer to go with you the whole hunt, and they actually edit the whole thing, get the kill shots, get all the in-betweens, the dinners, all that together. So I'm going to have my hunt filmed. And then they say take really good pictures with your animals and just bring back skull mounts because it's cheap. And then blow your pictures up on the wall and have your skull mounts in your trophy room and call it good. And, obviously the zebra, I'm going to go ahead and get a rug made out of that. Yeah. That'll be one. I'll probably get the kudu actually shoulder mounted.
I have to look at a picture of a kudu.
They're the ones with the big spiral horns.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
The white, they're dark gray with the white stripes going down them. And then probably the sable. And then everything else, I'm just gonna skull mount.
Yeah, that warthog would be a dope ass skull mount.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I'm really excited about the video. The place I'm going with is called John X Safaris, and they have some great videographers that go with you, and they're actually professional. I mean, that's what they do. They film hunts all over the world, so they come into Africa for that time of the year to film the hunts. It's TV quality.
Yeah.
What you get. So.
Hell yeah, man! Put that shit on fucking YouTube or
Yeah.
Netflix.
Well, I actually have some nice shirts getting made for Ryan for that hunting trip as we speak.
Yeah.
Some game guard, South Texas camo, some tan.
I'll be repping you. I'll be the guy out there with the cowboy hat on and the Bayou Dragon shirt. But,
yeah, that's awesome.
I'm kind of jealous. I'm going with Cable Smith from Lone Star Outdoors, and I've talked about him before on the podcast, but he's going duck hunting the whole time. 10 days of duck hunting. I was like, man, I might have sneaking a day of duck hunting with you.
I would do a day, but dude, if I'm going to Africa.
Well, this is his 7th trip, so
Oh,
he's run out of mammals to kill, I think.
I actually met Cable. He was at the Texas Trophy Hunters in
Dallas?
Dallas, yeah.
Yeah.
He came up and Swamp Seeker knew him. He came up and bullshitted with us for a little bit. And I didn't know who the hell he was. He's like, this is my buddy Cable. He's got his podcast, Lone Star Outdoors. I was like, cool. Just bullshit with him for a minute. And then I looked him up. I was like, damn, he's got a pretty big podcast.
He started off with a radio show back in the day, and that's all he's done since college is radio and podcasts. And he's a really good dude. He's a good friend of mine, and we've hunted together a few times and trying to get him to go fishing and do some other stuff with us too. But
yeah, I guess when you've shot everything, because that would be awesome to do a bird hunt over there. But if I'm going one time, I need my mammals because if I'm going to duck hunt or bird hunt, I'm going to South America, Central America, doing that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I just literally got a photo from my wife. I don't know if that's my house or someone else's, but there's a fuck ton of ducks in her hands.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have no fucking ducks in my house. Anyway, so Warhola, Africa.
Yep, Africa into May.
That you're going to harvest everything there is. I've had my cousin Jared went and did that like a year or two ago, and he said it's unbelievable. So
I'm honestly may shoot something controversial.
Oh,
too, while I'm there, which would be a giraffe.
I would, but that you would even know more than me. But you can elaborate why you're supposed to. I mean, it's just conservation.
Yeah. I mean, they have old bulls that get kicked out of the herd, and they're tearing up farmland and whatever else, right? And so yeah, but it's one of the animals that's offered, and I'm thinking really hard about it.
I mean, honestly, shit. I mean, at the end of the day, that meat's gonna get donated anyway. Someone's gonna eat the animal.
Yep, and then I would do a big rug with it. Probably, and the skull would be cool with those little horns that they have.
Yeah,
and everything, so
dude, that is. But like, it was a few years back. There was like this big old bull, real dark son bitch that was going around and killing off the herd. Every time they had babies, they'd kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody paid for it, hunted it, went through the whole process, all legal, all good. Everybody was happy.
Yep.
except the bitch,
Dude.
people like, oh my God, I can't believe you killed that giraffe. It's like, he killed like 30 giraffes.
Yeah. Well, Cable lost a sponsorship because he killed one. He lost First Light. Steven Ranella said, I don't want people shooting giraffes who were in First Light, so they dropped his sponsorship. Yeah.
Well, one thing you'll know, like if you follow our podcast or watch our content, we don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about us, and we're just going to keep doing what we want to do, regardless of the opinions of others.
It goes back to if it's legal, it's done ethically. Who gives a flying fuck?
Yes, he's not poaching.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of money to shoot something that was, because whenever you go over there and the guides or the tribes people, whoever you're going with, they're like, we need this gone.
Yeah.
Like, this thing's fucking up everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I don't get where people don't get that. But also, people are pussies. So
it's politics, man. Like that, his sponsorship probably, maybe the guys really didn't care about it, but maybe they're like, oh, well, these people will think this, or who gives a shit?
Guarantee you that's what it is.
Yeah, because I guarantee they've probably shot one.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, they just don't post about
Or
it.
if not a draft, they've done something that was controversial.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, your zebra, like people think zebras.
yeah. A zebra is considered.
Yeah, the giraffe. Like the only thing I would never shoot, well, I mean, nothing endangered, but like nothing with ivory. Like, I'm not going to kill an elephant. I'm not going to kill a rhino. Like, but like, there's nothing on giraffes. There's nothing on zebras. They're fucking horses.
People that are ignorant on the subject of going to Africa and harvesting all these exotic animals, they don't understand. And like I was talking about earlier, all that meat, some people that are less fortunate over there, that meat is donated to them. It's done ethically and it's done legally. I mean,
the people talking shit are living in like $500,000 houses, and the people that are actually getting shit from this are living in mud huts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's you, hey, person on Instagram, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, keep drinking your clean water.
Yeah.
Because these motherfuckers are over here drinking mosquito water and eating zebra.
Yeah.
But, God, man, that shit gets me riled up, honestly. Because whenever I do finally go, everything will be blasted.
Yeah.
everything.
Like, I'm saying, like, I'm going to have a photo with everything that I do harvest.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to go once. I'm going to make the most of it, and I'll probably never go back. If I go back to the African continent, it's going to be to
do
go
something.
do something else, marlin fish, or do something in the, like that. Hunting again, probably not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that kind of stuff's a little bit different than just like us. So, like, we whitetail hunt every day or every year, and all that. But, yeah, if I go once, I won't go again. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to go New Zealand, or I'm going to go to Alaska, or something. Do something else. So.
Yeah. Dude, well, we were surprised yesterday. I don't know if you were in the live. All the Brazilians.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, hundreds of Brazilians.
Dude, I didn't know we had such a large fan base in Brazil, but I do now.
Dude, I love it. Like, because I've looked at, like, you can look at the analytics and stuff and see, like, where they're viewing it and all that. And it's like, it's always, there's a percentage from Brazil. And it's like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting more views from Brazil than, like, Kentucky.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's
somewhere
crazy.
in the States.
That's
Brazil's
crazy.
like, fucking Bayou Dragons. Yeah. But, okay, so you got the Africa.
Yeah.
I guess you got.
We got blue marlin fishing coming.
That's coming
tournament
soon.
Season. First one of the year is going to be July 4th, the World Cup. One day. Winner takes all. The biggest marlin in the world. Gulf's won it the last 3 years.
What's the purse for that one?
Yeah, it could be anywhere up to $1 million. So, yeah, it depends on how many people get in it, and how many people put in the big blue. You can win the World Cup and not win the big blue. You could, and when I say the Gulf's won it, the bigger fish, I think one year the Gulf did have the biggest, but most of the time the bigger fish are in Hawaii or Cape Verde or the Azores or somewhere else. But those people didn't put in the big pot.
Yeah.
So the big pot diverts to the second biggest fish, and it's been the Gulf the last 3 years. So the big money went to the Gulf. They didn't win the World Cup, but they won all the money. So.
Well, what's the usual range pound-wise for the biggest marlin? I mean, I know it's different every year.
700 plus.
So that one we caught
when we
went,
two of them,
would have
both
been
of them we caught.
in contention for the big money.
700 plus probably, and then We had one during Lone Star. I don't know if y'all seen that video with the Australian guy in the cockpit yelling, "Oh, it's plenty big enough." I'll just show y'all that video. But we let it go, and we kind of looked back and were like, shit, we should have killed that fish. We were looking gun shy because we killed one the tournament before, and it wasn't near as big as we thought it was.
Yeah.
And the Australian guy, his name's Marlin Jockey on Instagram, and he's killed 1,000-pound marlin, and he said that one's over 500 easy over 500. Shit, should have killed it, but is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but you respect the game. That's why you didn't.
yeah.
If you didn't care about that shit.
Yes, and we went to bed in second place with $280,000 in winnings that night. So we're thinking, okay, we're going the next morning. We'll knock off another marlin. We'll be good to go. Well, we did, but somebody knocked off too. So yeah. So we ended up not being in the money on that one. But so that's another reason we didn't kill it. We were already in the money, so why kill it and try to, let's keep fishing. So
yeah. Well, if we'd have been in a tournament that one time, we've already talked about it.
Oh yeah.
That
was a big fish, man. That was my lifetime fish for sure.
Well, hopefully it happens again.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're there for it. And hopefully it's during something like that.
Yeah.
So we, there's like,
and
okay.
I caught that fish on an 80. On a freaking 80.
Yeah.
I wish I'd had a 130.
Dude, you wore the fuck out.
Yeah.
But so you have multiple marlin tournaments.
Got redfish tournaments. Bayou Dragon sponsored redfish tournament. Well, team is anyway. Me and Brandon, we fished one 2 Sundays ago, and it was we didn't have any plan. Like I've been busting my ass at work. He's been in a turnaround, and I've just been so busy at Dragon Industrial Wrap that I haven't had time to go fishing. And he goes, "What do we want to do?" And I said, "Dude, we're just gonna go fishing. We'll see what happens." And I woke up that morning, it was calm and a little foggy, and there was an incoming tide. And I said, man, I always remember catching redfish at the jetties in March on the incoming tide when it was calm. Let's go to the jetties. And we'd pull up, and we caught 73 reds in the span of about 4 hours. Only 2 of them were in the slot. Every other one of them was a bull, oversized.
Just giant.
Just giants. And we were so wore out. I had bruises on the side of my ribs from the rod. And I started they were on top of the jetty rock. Like we pulled up, and he goes, "You think they're here?" And I looked, and there's a tail sticking out of the water. I was like, yeah, they're here. And first couple ones, I'm getting them to the boat, and we're taking our time. I was like, man, it's taking too much time. Let's hook them. I started just hooking them with straight braid, and if I knew it was a red, I would just thumb it until he straightened my jig head out, and I'd cut off the jig head and tie on a new one and cast back out. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you called me the next day and just go, "Man, I'm sore," and I'm like, "Had a late night?" You're like, "No, redfish." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like,
I did catch biggest trout I've caught in years. I caught about a 6-pound trout while we were catching those reds, just randomly.
Yeah, off the jetties.
All
Just
off the trout. Jetties. Yeah, I ain't seen one of these in a long time.
6-pound trout, 72 reds. Catch any human teeth bastards? Any
no sheep's head. Did catch some black drum. That gulp catches everything.
Oh yeah, if you're throwing a gulp, you will literally. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't catch a white perch out there.
I know, or catfish or something. But yeah, that was fun. And we were 9th out of 50 teams. Not bad, but
it's not bad, man.
Well, it's team of the year deal, so there's a point race. So we got some points. We're gonna go back and try it again. See if we can't.
Yeah,
if we can't put something together this year. So.
And you can fish that. Is that the one that I pre-fished with you before? Like you can fish anywhere. You can fish the Bean. You can fish East Bay.
You can fish Louisiana in that one. The Galveston Redfish Series is the one that's Texas only. I fish both of them, so.
Hell yeah! Because last time whatever one we did, we had a good time, and me and you had caught them slots. Well, I mean, this is been a long time ago, but those good slot reds, not 72 bull reds.
Oh man! But that's the name of the game, though. You're looking for that 27 and 7/8 inch fish, So you want to catch overs. I'd rather catch overs than unders any day of the week because there's going to be a couple in there that'll probably make the slot.
I've never fished a redfish tournament. How does the weigh-in process work, and how many do you weigh in?
So the Salt Pro is a 3-fish format, and being that it's in Louisiana, you can only have one fish over 27 inches per person. Well, it's a 2-man tournament, 2-man team. So you can, if you're fishing Louisiana waters, you're only going to have 2 that are in that 27 to 28 inch range. And then, because the upper end of the Texas slot is 28. and then you got to have one under 27. But we're looking for that 27 to 28 inch fish. We want 3 of them. I stay in Texas for that one, and then Galveston Redfish Series is 2 fish, 20 to 28 inches, and I'm obviously looking for that 27, 28 inch fish still. That one too, but it's very. Sometimes you take a gamble. You got a fish that on yours is right there on the money, and you can go into the scale and bust over. Or you can go in the scale and get weighed. I had both happen last year. I should have won the first Galveston Redfish Series, and I had 18 pounds with 2 fish, which is giants, and that fish was perfect on my measuring stick. I mean, I checked him 15 times. Got to Harbor Walk, busted. He was too big.
And I remember that because you called me. We were fishing. It was the week of the 2 Moon last year, and I was pre-fishing bass. And Ryan called me, or no, you texted me that morning and said, "Dude, I'm looking good, like wearing Bayou Dragon hat, the shirt, everything." He goes,
"I was fishing by myself too."
Yeah, he goes, "I'm about to win this bitch," and then like it kept going. He's like, "I'm gonna win this bitch," and then he goes, "I busted." And I was like,
dude, I was so heartbroken on that.
I was like, oh shit.
And then I followed up in the Salt Pro, and it was windy day, and I went and just jigged deep water all day and just hoping. We scratched together 3 fish. Well, the third one was 28 in 1/32. I mean, I was like, put him in the live well. If he busts, he busts, but that's going to have to be our third fish. Everything else we have is small. So we go in, and he made it. It was 9 pounds, 9.9 something is what he weighed, and he ended up winning big fish in the tournament. I didn't win the stringer, but I won big fish. And so you just never know.
Yeah.
And those fish relax, those fish tense up, and they can gain that little bit of that you need.
No doubt. And I bet those red fishing tournaments are probably pretty competitive in weight, being as though you got that threshold.
Yes.
I bet they're pretty competitive.
They are. They're very
by
competitive.
the ounce, I would assume.
Very much so. And there's a logic to it too. A lot of guys sight fish. They use their towers and they go in the shallow and sight fish, and those guys win a lot. But if you can get a guy that can go catch deep water redfish, they're going to be heavier, and that's what I try to. I mean, I grew up fishing deeper water, so I go jig and do that.
That's literally that. But that's where people get it confused. Like redfish and bass are the same on that deal. Like if you go watch like the Opens coming up, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. In 2 weeks, they're gonna be fishing on Toledo. Your big bags are gonna be caught in deep water.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still the spawn. People can go and catch fish on the beds. Your big fish are going to be catching deep water year round, whatever. But right now, especially post spawn, those bass are going to move off. And I'm sure someone will be like, "Oh, this dude don't know what he's talking about." It's like, okay. Yeah. But I guarantee I'll put fucking $500 on it right now. The overall weight is going to be caught for like the Opens in deep water.
Yeah.
Fucking jigging or throwing some Carolina rig, some bullshit.
Yeah. And dude, red fishing is just like bass fishing, honestly. There's not much difference to it.
There's really not. There's really not. You just got more of a fight with the redfish.
Yeah.
Especially like I've always had them because I'm fishing my bass tackle on a red. So it's just.
Yeah. But no, look forward to some red fishing, some marlin fishing, and just keep hustling at Dragon Industrial Wrap. I mean, that's the.
Yeah, and that's going really good. I mean, me and Mitchell are both wearing your hat right now.
Yeah, it's
not available for general public, so just just enjoy that.
It's been crazy, man. It's absolutely just been a wild growth year for us, and got some really good guys working for us, and really good technicians, and doing a whole lot of installs, and been good. So
yeah, I mean, y'all are a very young company, and y'all are killing the game.
Yeah, third year so far.
Third year. I see your what do you call it? Advertisement.
No, the commercial.
The commercial.
Yeah.
The commercial comes on every day on everything.
Yeah.
Dragon Industrial Wrap.
Yep. Got the dragon flying over the refinery. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
well, we're been talking about summer, but I mean, for you now, spring turkey hunting started.
Yeah. That's if we can sneak away, we need to sneak away and go up there and go put some on the ground
get some kill shots.
Yeah, they're they're starting to fire off. Some guys I talk to say, yeah, they're gobbling. Their guys are like, they're gobbling, but they're not really about it yet.
They're not yet.
Yeah.
They're not horny yet.
Yeah.
I get asked all the time about turkey hunting. I've never been turkey hunting. That's just not something we do around here, in Southeast Texas. I've never been. I'd love to go. Sounds like a badass time. I just want to experience, calling them in. I mean, how does it work?
Man, so last year was the first year that I actually spring turkey hunted ever in my life. I've always shot them during deer season, with a rifle or with my bow, and when the opportunity presented itself during the fall. But I didn't have a clue about turkey hunting, didn't know anything. I bought a box call, some diaphragm calls, and one of those, I guess it's a slate call that they scratch on. Yeah. Yep. Bought those, bought some decoys, watched a little YouTube, and I showed up, and I had some guys coming in to meet me to hunt, and I beat everybody at the ranch, and I pulled in the gate, and I looked in the wheat field behind the camp, and y'all seen the camp before, that wheat field right there behind it, and I saw a gobbler and 2 hens, and he was out there fanning, and I was like, huh. Interesting. So I'm like, I wonder if I could kill that son of a bitch before anybody gets here and just be done. And got my bow, grabbed 2 decoys, and I snuck around the backside of the field, and I snuck to the edge, got the decoys out. He had his back to me and got in the brush, and I hit the call, and that son gun turned and saw that half-strutting Jake decoy standing over that hen like he was about to breed her, and buddy, here he came.
Just pissed.
Dude, just on a rope. And I'm like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing ever. And he runs in, beats the shit out of the Jake decoy, stands on the hen, and is trying to breed her when I ended up shooting him with my bow. And I was like, okay, I see why people do this now. I see why this is cool. Everybody's in it's so crazy. They're so vocal, and they're so just reactive to what you're doing with the call and everything. And then the guys got there, and I was like, I already got one. I had him hanging in the walk, and they're like, holy shit. And I was like, yeah, that's what I said. And I was like, let's go try to find another one. So I go up kind of on the backside of the hill, and I parked the buggy, and I was like, let's just walk, a couple 100 yards, carry decoys with us. And I hit the call, and I was like, and then the gobblers just all around me. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. So I sat down and set up decoys, and everybody ended up killing turkeys. And yeah, I'm addicted to it now.
That's sweet.
I mean, besides the hunting experience, turkey is phenomenal too.
Oh yeah,
I love wild turkey. Everybody's like, and I'm not talking about like a Thanksgiving style turkey. I'm talking like cutting up the turkey meat and cooking it a bunch of different ways. It's fantastic. We actually fried some turkey a while back at work, and that was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
right in the middle of deer season, somebody shot one and just cut it up in like chicken strips. Fantastic.
It's hard to beat a fried turkey, man.
Yeah, you fried one.
I was telling Porter I had fried one for Thanksgiving. First time I'd ever cooked fried one before. Injected it. I watched the stale cracker. Had a video on how he did it. And I was like, I'll try it, Injected it with broth, seasoned it up real good, stuffed it a little bit, and dropped it in that fryer. And man, it was the best turkey I've ever had. I imagine if you shoot a wild one, it'd be just as good to do it with
you cooked it in my crab boiler or my crab fryer, so it probably still tastes like some crab.
Porter comes over, and he cooks all the time at my house, but he left his big old pot and burner at the house. It's been here for a while now, so I've been using it.
I know, but probably had a little like, man, why does the turkey taste like crab, boy?
It's probably why it tasted so good.
Yeah. Some fucking blue clawed turkey. But, hopefully we can get up there with you, Ryan, at least you have till April 1st till May.
I think May 16th. Middle of May.
Middle of May.
We need to make that happen for sure.
Yeah, at least go up there for a weekend. I just want to film. I would love to see you film you bowed up behind some decoys and some bastard just walking up,
that'd be cool. That'd be a cool video for sure.
Yeah, it'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
This year we're already starting off strong. It's early in the year. We've already got frogging. We're about to be getting some bass fishing. I guess that's right now. January we had a little bit of duck hunting.
Yeah.
But going into it, we're going to have goose hunting and deer hunting. And I would actually like to really actually get a deer hunt video this year together. We kind of just...
Oh, we'll do one for sure if we get invited back to Ryan's Ranch. Don't know if we will. But if we get another invite, I'll do a full-blown video on, like, each of us. Like, I'll go with somebody one morning, let them shoot one, and then somebody else, and then we'll fucking clean them, show how we clean them, and then
we'll damn sure go back to the ranch. Hopefully the hunting's a little bit better. Let's not hunt on a full moon this time.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny that like for 3 weeks you were just every day you were calling me or texting me going,
dude,
sending me game cam photos and footage and videos, and you're like, dude, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here. We get up there, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm just glad we brought Tanner.
No doubt.
Man.
Yeah.
I got deer meat in the freezer. I didn't shoot it, but
it still blows my mind how bad it was.
How many deer did Tanner shoot? 3?
4.
Tanner harvested 4 deer. We didn't see
his first 4 deer ever. So like next year, I'm not like this year was mostly
Tanner.
And I didn't give a shit about hunting
Yeah.
at all. And I probably still won't. Like I'd rather y'all kill them. I've killed a lot of deer. I'm not saying you, Ryan, you've killed way more than me, but saying Mitch, Tanner, whoever. But like Tanner shot 4 deer last year. It's like, fuck Tanner.
Yeah, he had never shot
If
a
one
deer.
walks out on me, I'm fucking slinging.
Yeah.
Tanner got cocky, man. He was headshotting deer towards the end of the trip.
Yeah. And then we shot the one in the camp.
Yeah.
Drinking beer. And then I shot one right before y'all got there. I think I shot one.
On the way up there, you shot one. Like you shot one, and then you dressed up and went into town, and we showed up, and then you came back, and you're like, oh, there's already a deer in the freezer.
Yeah,
I shot that about 6 hours ago.
Yeah, I was pulling up to go pick up Colby and them, and that coal buck stood in the road and then ran up the side of the hill and stopped and looked at me. I was like, you know what? I feel like shooting a deer right now. And then I was like, oh shit, I got to clean it.
Yeah,
but no biggie.
Well, that golf ball trick, we'll have to get a good show how you do that. That was
we'll definitely do that.
That was interesting. I've never done that before. And I'm pretty efficient at cleaning deer, but that little golf ball, if you
get it right,
if you get it right, it is faster.
Yeah, I need to make some new loops. Those loops will poke the shit out of you and make you not want to use them.
Use it.
Yeah.
Hell, my wife made a chili the other day with that deer meat, that ground meat that we made at your house, Porter. Badass. I love deer meat.
Yeah, me too.
I was proud of my deer meat this year. You and Tanner both been eating the shit out of it, saying it's phenomenal.
Sausage came out good, yellow rose and Winnie, and then that ground meat we did at the house came out great too.
Yeah, bacon fat, baby.
I had some rice sausage. Well, I say I did. Colby had some rice sausage made, and I had to ship it up to him from Harrington's. I stole some from him before I shipped it up. It was good.
Well, yeah,
real
he
good.
probably doesn't mind.
No, he doesn't.
If you're
care
watching
at all.
this, Colby, then
yeah,
dude, Colby sends me more Instagrams than
dude,
anybody.
That guy there.
And I watch every single one of them. And if you are watching this, Colby, I don't respond. But I don't respond to anybody. I just watch every one. I'm like, God, he's
I respond sometimes. Sometimes I respond like, Jesus, guy, like some dark shit.
Yeah, he sends some fucked up shit. How are we looking? We're good. Still good. All right. So spring, summer. We talked about the frogging. Ryan's killing the game and the work life. There's something else I wanted to bring up. Oh, well, I mean, we did just post our crawfish video yesterday, Mitchell.
Yeah. So I do want to start doing more cooking videos too. I was telling the guys, do a lot of short form content, the reels and the TikTok and all that. But people respond well to our cooking videos, and we cook a lot of shit around here. I mean, everything from seafood to barbecue to all kinds of shit. I mean, and we're pretty good at it too.
I mean, and like Mitchell said, like controversial food. I told him, I was like, dude, we should do one just like pouring a bowl of cereal, but you put the milk first. Pour the cereal on top of the milk. I guarantee that gets 1 million. What is that asshole doing? Like everything. Start filming just everything. Posting
it's mainly the Cajun food that we cook because we are from Texas and they obviously do things different than we do. But I mean, the crawfish, they have a field day with that. But the gumbo, I think, would be a really good one because I can cook a fucking good gumbo. Porter can too, but we ain't gonna do it right, according to them. But that'll make everything better. But just shit like that, man, I think would be funny to start doing just instructional videos on how we cook different things.
Yeah. Y'all need to go. So if you do see this, and we have till like May 16th or something like that.
Yeah.
like, and I'm not trying to copy what you said a minute ago for the turkey, but I think the end of turkey season, the spring turkey season, is when Louisiana Crawfish Company ends their competition for most liked videos for crawfish. So if you see our video on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, like it. And I'm trying to win a fucking cooler. Cause
the
like,
prize is just a cooler, but I want the motherfucker.
yeah, they sent out a cooler to the first place person. And I was like, the only other person I think that can compete is Stale Cracker, honestly.
If he chooses to
If he chooses it, he'll win it.
But
They'll probably just give him a cooler, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that he'll just win. But the thing is, now he has his own brand. He has his own crawfish seasoning. I don't know if he would do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like, he has that kind of shit, and he's a lot bigger than we are. So, I mean, he probably wouldn't do it, and that, like, opens the door for us, because if he wanted to.
Oh, he'd crush it.
No, he'd fuck us.
I would love to go over there and hang out with him for a day and just, cook something, hang out, and
we will.
have him on a podcast or something,
When I messaged him last year, and I'm not going to say we talked for, like, a long time, but I was like, hey, would you want to come do a teal hunt with us and do, like, a shoot them in the field, clean them, cook them video? And he said, yeah. And we never really
made it happen.
Yeah, we never made it happen. And that was probably more on us. Just so much shit going on. And then gator season's going on.
Who would be on the hunt if we had Stale Cracker down is the question. Would we bring him public or would we go private?
No, we're going private. And I don't know. It would literally, I'd make 2 phone calls. I'd call Rance, I'd call Ryan. And whoever could bring us out, we would go and smash teal and then go from there. Like, that would be the deal. I would make my 2 phone calls, Rance or Ryan.
I may actually have to brush my blind next year, I guess.
Yeah. If you brush your blind, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Rance's are already brushed.
Spoonbill Ranch, we're already familiar with the property now.
Spoonbill.
I know how to get there now.
Yeah, we can just go. We know how to get there.
That's a good spot, too, man, where that blind is. I don't know why. I guess because kids and life and lazy and work and everything else. But
dude, we will do all the work.
Yeah.
Just let us go out there with you. It would be like, that's the best. Excuse me. Best. God dang. That Miller Lite, man.
Indigestion. Probably
Indigestion.
that fucking crab boil you drank yesterday.
Dude, oh my God.
Still got you fucked up.
I'll go into that here in a second, but oh, fuck. Like, that's the best. That's the easiest footage we can get, is going out, hunting a box blind or just a really brushed, like, dry blind that you can, there's birds coming. Even if you're not shooting limits, you just easy footage.
There's birds all down there in that country, so.
Yeah. Dude, that crab boil yesterday.
That was a spontaneous thing, too. So the video we did yesterday, Porter cooking crawfish, having a good time. And, dude, he just takes this big old pool of that crab boil, man. And it was just like, God dang, I didn't know you were going to do that. And then he's pouring it in. You can hear him. Dude, someone commented the afterburners must have come on after that crab boil. I was like, I'm sure they did.
There was a bunch of people that said he didn't actually take a pull. And I'm like, I don't respond to those because I'm like, you can believe whatever you want. I did it. Dude, I shit 7 times today. But yeah, man, I literally took a pequeño pull of that concentrate. Most people thought it was fake. It was like, no. That was like I mean, even if it was just a thimble, that little bit of concentrate crab boil made me shit.
What did it taste like? Like, I know it makes your pot, it dilutes through the pot. But how did it taste just straight up out of the bottle?
Not like how I thought. So, like, you pour it in a crawfish bowl and makes everything, like, a little bit spicier, But when you drink it straight up, it's how can I describe this? It's a dull heat. And I'm saying, like, it wasn't like, it was like, oh, that's spicy. It was like, it hit my chest and it was just warm. Like, you just hit some moonshine. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, man. Like, when I hit it, it was instant regret. And also, I took a giant bite of a stick of salted butter during that video.
And you ate the front part of the crawfish.
Yeah, I ate a front. So I ate a crawfish shell, probably a tablespoon of butter raw, and then a half a fucking shot of, probably an ounce of crab boil. So, like, right there, like, my stomach today.
Oh, you're in a bind.
So I woke up at 5 o'clock. While I woke up this morning, dude, I woke up and I was laying on my stomach. I sleep on my stomach usually. And I woke up, I burped, and I woke up gagging. And I was like, And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm about to throw up. So I jumped out of bed, ran to the bathroom, and was like dry heaving over the toilet. I ate a single crawfish yesterday. So between the crab boiled, butter, everything, dude, it had me messed up, dude. And Delaney's like, it was like 6 a.m. because she didn't have to wake up early today because she only had a teacher work day, you know. She's like, why are you up so early? I was like, I just almost threw up in our bed.
When's the last time you threw up, Porter? Do you even remember? Because Porter can do all this shit because he's got a cast iron stomach, we always say. Never seen Porter throw up since I've known him.
The last time I threw up was 2015. Jeez. I can tell you exactly where I was. I remember the time. It was when Delaney was still living in Port Acres. And the only thing, like I drank that crab boil yesterday, whatever, cool. I've eaten 158 raw oysters in one sitting. I have done a lot of different shit that probably should maybe throw up. Cool. Didn't. I tried eating a cucumber salad in 2015. That cucumber, dude. And I was like, I hate cucumber, but I tried eating it. And I got to work that night. I was on nights. And I pull up to what we call 7th Station. And I was sitting there and I was just like, man. I kept burping cucumber. And I drove around the backside of the manifold and regurgitated all in the middle of the street.
Is that why you don't do the cucumber no more?
Yeah, especially. So I didn't like cucumber before, but after you throw up something that tastes pure cucumber, will not do it. That's like, bro.
It's funny you say cucumber because my grandpa would never eat cucumbers, and I asked him why, and he said when he was a kid, they had a garden, and the hogs would come into the garden, and they eat everything except the cucumbers. So he figured that if a hog ain't going to eat a cucumber, that ain't no good for him.
Dude.
Porter will eat pickles all day, though.
No, I love pickles, but it's like the vinegar dilutes it, dude. It's just literally like cucumber, fresh cucumber. And Mitchell and them will fuck with me sometimes, and like, they ordered me a beer at T. Juanita's.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
That was a margarita.
Porter was in the bathroom. He was like, order my margarita for me. I said, will you please dress that margarita with some fresh cucumbers for my buddy. He loves cucumbers. And brought that margarita back. It was dressed with cucumbers. He was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, I'm talking dressed with cucumbers. There's 20. It was a whole cucumber diced up and laid around. Like, I couldn't even drink it, like, without touching my mouth to a cucumber. I pulled it all off, and I was like, God dang it. Like,
that's funny.
You son of a bitches. Because it's just that smell. Like,
I'm not crazy about it. I mean, I'll have one. Like, if it's in my salad or something, I'll eat it. But, I mean,
yeah,
it ain't one of those things.
But to answer your question, yeah, it's been 8 years since I've regurgitated.
Right,
and this morning at 5 a.m. was almost
I don't even think it's been 8 days since the last time I've thrown up, to be honest.
I had a stomach bug a couple weeks ago. I was in a pretty bad bind. I've regurgitated, I think, like 9 times. Real bad bug. But Porter, man, he's just got that cast iron gut he always has. He can get fucking just hammered.
And y'all both seen me drink. I mean, dude, Saturday what should have been like and I'm not going to say I'm like abnormal, but like I drank in 2 days, like probably like no shit 70 beers in 2 days. Because like the frogging and everything, I was like, I was up for almost I was almost up for 48 hours. And the only thing that kept you going was drinking beer.
Yeah.
Like, I should have regurgitated.
You didn't know because of that cast iron gut.
The cast iron gut, dude. And I'm just scared because the reason I don't throw up because I'm a giant bitch. Like, I start throwing up, I'm crying, snot's coming out. Like, I'm not going to say I'm tough. Like, it's like
you start looking for your mom.
Oh, bro, I will look for Candace if I'm sitting there because I hold it back until it's just so bad. Like,
I just got to let it flow, man.
Yeah. And I would feel so much better every time. Like, every time we go offshore fishing with Ryan, not because the waves or whatever, day 2, we got fucking hammered the first day. And it's the next day you're sitting out there on very few hours of sleep. You're on a rocking boat. You're just in the steaming sun. It's just, and I'm like, God, if I could just throw up, I'd feel so much better. Nope. Not going to happen.
Nope.
Because I'm not going to show my friends that I cry when I throw up.
I've got if I get to go back on the wrapped up again, I'm good. I know I'm going to do to keep myself good. I'll sleep up top, outside.
Yeah.
I won't get fucking hammered, and I'll keep that ginger in my pocket, man. If I need a little hit of ginger.
Dude, the
ginger.
I found a trick this year is a daggum. It's called a C-band. It's a wristband that has a little electrode on it that shoots a little electrical current into your
wrist. Like a power balance bracelet.
Yes, and fuck, it works. Let me tell you, me and we had that tournament in Port O'Connor, and myself, Tyler, and Brooks Kelm, we all decided that we should just go to the old Choke and Puke gas station and grab a damn couple pizza slices for the ride out, and all three of us got something, food poisoning or something. We were fucking feeling horrible, and we put those deals on, and all three of us in about an hour our nausea was gone. We still felt bad, but we didn't feel like we didn't throw up anymore. So they do work.
Well, first off,
you got to be cautious at those gas stations.
You called it Choke and Puke.
Yeah.
So
I think it's what's the one in Winnie? The used to be the green one. The 4-way.
The Speedy Stop?
Yeah, it was a Speedy Stop. It was a Speedy Stop.
They call that one.
Let's
not get into that.
We're not going to get into it, Mitchell, but we, for the longest time, our ritual, and I'm talking from like the age of 13 to probably 26, it was a ritual. If we did, like, we went there every single morning. Every morning. And if we went there,
on the way to a duck hunt.
On
the way to a duck hunt. If we went there in the morning and certain circumstances happened, we limited it out every time. If those circumstances didn't show up when we showed up there, it did not. Like, it was like I was like, oh man, like, this shit's for real. After 12 years of going to the same Speedy Stop,
Choke and Puke,
and like having the same exact drink, same exact breakfast, same exact everything. If it worked out like we wanted it to, we were limiting out on ducks forever. And then, yeah, we'll tell you off screen what we're talking about. But that the Speedy Stop, man, the Choke and Puke, I can't.
Good station, man. Good station.
But yeah, so how was that etouffee?
It was freaking good, man. Wow.
So Ryan's been on this podcast 7 or 8 times. We've had steaks. We've had the last 2 times you've been on, we've had steak. I don't know what we've had beforehand, but we always cook for our guest on whenever we do a podcast. And my sister yesterday was talking shit, saying she could make a better etouffee than me, whatever. And I was like, go ahead, do it.
I think she achieved her goal, man. I will tell you this, man. I called her after I ate that bowl, and I said, this is one of the best etouffees I've ever had. I'm not kidding, dude. That etouffee was top notch.
Yeah.
Good job, Keaton.
Very good.
You knocked out of the park. And it was with the crawfish and the sausage and the mushrooms we boiled yesterday. So, like, just sitting there marinating all night. She threw that in there, and it was good. Now, do I have heartburn right now? That's why I keep burping? Yes. But that's when you know it's good, whenever it just gives you that heartburn.
Yeah, for sure. But truly enjoyed having you on, Ryan. I'm sure you will be on many more times in the future.
Yeah, he's literally he's not even a guest. It, like, literally, I'll say it now, he's not a guest anymore. It's just we have Ryan on.
Ryan is a part of the Bayou Dragons at this point.
Yeah, he is.
He is. I mean, we do enough shit with him. He hangs out with us enough as he should, man. I mean, he's a part of the group.
I appreciate it, guys.
Well, you've been on more than the other guys that have even run this whole operation. Like, you're on
probably just as much as me, honestly. I mean, I sit out on several of them. Matthew, I mean, he's been on quite a few of them.
It's probably me, Matt, then Ryan, then you, then Tanner, then Joe. I'm going to post tomorrow the video. I made a little clip of Joe. He actually spoke like 20 words the last podcast we did with Mark. And I was surprised. I was like, we'd ask Joe a question. He actually answered it.
Wow.
Like, yo, dude. But I got at the end of the podcast, I said, so Joe, like, you have anything to end us off with? And he's just
silence.
And you hear Mark in the corner just goes, amen. Like, that was so.
That's funny.
But yeah, we got some good guests lined up. We'll be doing some more podcasts in the near future. Try to do one, just at our convenience, really. We're busy people. Just to get to really put them out.
We try to do them once a week. And we've been pretty consistent with it. And some of them we've done twice a week, and I would like to make it where we are doing it twice a week, but we also all have lives.
Yeah.
Lives, jobs, children.
If this is all we did, like Joe Rogan, we could put out one every other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do one every single day.
Like,
Shit.
I love doing this shit, and I'm glad you're able to join us, Ryan.
Yeah.
Mitchell hosting us. We're getting it. We keep saying, we've said that since the beginning of the year. It's going to be set up. I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
It's
I'm
not
pretty
bad.
comfortable.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, that's good.
Pretty comfortable with the
It's come a
place.
long ways from the plastic chairs and the plastic table.
Yeah.
The plywood.
Or plywood table, yeah.
Yeah. Your first one you did was at my bar with the just plywood background. And
But
Yeah.
shit, dude, I mean, it don't make a shit.
No.
You know? I mean,
No,
getting together, having fun,
absolutely.
bullshitting is what it's really
Absolutely.
all about.
Yeah. Don't have to have a Jamie to have a good podcast, I guess.
we will have a Jamie, though. I'm telling you.
I'm
we're-
looking right now. Like, I'm gonna start my search for our Jamie. Like every podcast we have, we're gonna have a Jamie.
Yeah, just have somebody that is on a MacBook over there. Like, we say something, and then we can start saying some shit and be like,
Mhm.
we
Look that
check.
up. Look that up.
Yeah, hey, Damon. Like, check
No,
it
we
out.
need to have like someone with like a very
Computer
unique
background.
name.
Oh, yeah. Just,
We just need to look for someone with a very unique name. It might be Grundle.
oh, dude. Grundle. That might be the fucking,
That might be Grundle's new job, man.
like, have Grundle on. And,
Hey, pull that up, Grundle.
he said, I'd be dog.
Give him a mic over there.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Have both cameras rolling. Have us, and then when Grundle talks or looks up something, have Grundle doing it.
I meant to bring this up because I saw you post a picture with those Whack Attack lures. I bought some there. The shad ones for saltwater are pretty damn nice.
Dude, yeah. So Logan Lonsome, you make some good baits, very good baits. Like him and his dad came up to us at the frog tournament on Saturday and was like, here, like gave me a whole tackle box full of baits. And I was like, look, I'll pay you. They're like, no, just try them out
Yeah.
before you do. And I was like, kind of pushed off. And then the next day I left for the lake with Rance and I pulled them out and I was, man, these things, they have weight. They were literally like how I like them. They had some lizards, some swirl tails, some grub worms and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I threw them on. And I'm talking as soon as I threw one on, it wasn't like 2 or 3. I was like, well, I like Whack Attack.
Yeah. So I bought the shad ones, and dude, they are built nice, and the colors for me, he's got colors that I've never seen produced before. And I was like, man, I was looking at his Facebook. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to get a bunch of these.
Yeah, he's a 9-year-old genius.
Yeah, I bought $100 worth of them. So
Yeah. I'm going to start buying these Whack Attack lures. They're just legit. I'm going to still use our Bortles baits and the Bayou Dragon baits and all that stuff. Like, they're good. Because the only thing that, and he probably does, he just didn't put them in the tackle box that he gave me, was Senkos. That's what I fish with mostly. So, Logan, if you watch this, you see it, if you can make me a watermelon blue Senko, I will never buy another bait except yours. Like, hands down, I'll just buy every single one you ever have. So, but Ryan, thank you for your time. Mitchell, pleasure as always. Everybody that's watching, following, we appreciate it.
yep, thank y'all.